That's what that was. This long.
That's what you think of when you're in the shower, getting anally probed. All right. Hey, it's a choice.
Because they're like, oh, but the X company is so bad. I bought this just to go with it. Oh, shit.
I'm not kidnapping the head of Walking Dead, even though I should because they blew that series up.
All right, let's calm down on the crime. We're talking about killing Derek Jeter last episode.
We did.
How's it going, everyone? This is the weekly Pondcast, Feeding the Ducks, where every week we bring you little breadcrumbs of entertainment.
Where's this coming from?
Where's what coming from?
This new opening of yours.
I thought I'd change it up a little bit.
What happened to, hey, everybody? How's that?
Why do I sound like that?
You know what? We got to do a show one week where we switch places. I'll sit there in a hoodie and be you. Not today. We're going to plan that. No, hey, good. Go on.
Hi, everybody. I'm one of your hosts, Kyle.
And I'm deer staring into the headlights, Joe.
All right.
Smooth opening.
Yes, thank you. Well, it's been a week.
Since?
Well, it's been a week since the last episode.
Yes.
But just overall, this week has been full of interesting things.
Really? I haven't had one interesting thing happen to me.
Okay. Well, I got a new chair.
You got a new chair?
It's over there. It's off camera because it's a little too big. It's seen by the camera. But I got a new chair for my studio.
Yes.
It's a rolly chair, so my productivity has gone downward.
What do you just roll around?
I just spin around. Whee.
Good.
I have, which I was thinking about using for the show, but I have another monitor now. I have a small portable monitor.
Why do you need that?
That I can hook up to this for recording purposes.
How many monitors do you need? Were you NASA?
I took a picture of it today. It got real bad. I'm gonna pull this up.
What is going on with? What do you need this stuff for?
Okay.
You're not that important.
So, the doodles I do for my art channel.
Doodles.
I do on this computer, not that one. And the way I record it, to make it less headache inducing, I have to have a little version of Photoshop opened on the side while I use Photoshop itself to do all the drawing, the in and outs.
Okay.
Nobody cares. This goes on forever. But the point of this story is this is what my desk looked like this morning.
You know, actually, 5
monitors all powered up.
That's actually the cleanest I've ever seen that desk look.
Oh, shut up. This is what it looked like. There were 5 monitors all playing something different. It was awful.
All right. You must be somebody. I
have a problem.
How does that help the show in any way?
I was thinking of actually putting it here and like maybe displaying a graphic or something.
Ooh.
But I don't know what we would do. And also, like with the camera, I don't know how that would work. Like with the light bouncing off of it.
You should have porn. That way people will actually watch the show for some reason. Because they ain't tuning into us. All right, our numbers are great. Thank you, everyone.
Now that we've got our weekly meeting out of the way.
Yeah, we should start the show at
So
some point.
it was a different chair.
Yes.
New editing, new recording setup. And overall, for all of us, we got a bathroom finished, finally.
And you have a bathroom down here?
No, I wish. I've been gunning for it.
You would never come upstairs if you had a bathroom.
Yeah, the boss.
The boss.
She keeps shutting it down. I would even settle for just a unnal against one of the walls.
That'd be good. Yeah. That'd be great. Classy.
But no, we got we remodeled the bathroom.
Yes.
It was supposed to take 4 to 6 weeks.
Okay.
It started August 1st, as I've been told.
Okay. That's not 4 to 6 weeks.
And as of recording this, it is September 22nd.
Okay. That's probably... it's only about 7-8 weeks. That's close. I thought it felt like they were here for 3 years. It was ridiculous.
That's close. It's nearly double the time.
Well, that's usually how that stuff goes. But it felt like they were here
And they're not done technically.
Why?
Because there's a small leak and we have to have a plumber come back.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yes.
Okay. It looks very nice, though.
It's
a terrific
very
job.
square. Everything is
It has
square.
walls? Yes, it's very square.
No, I mean like the counter, the sink, the knobs, everything is square.
Yes, that's the.
And as we mentioned in one of the other episodes, people love squares.
People do love
Between
squares.
Minecraft,
Yes.
Tetris, the Rubik's Cube.
Apparently, so do we. We love square bathrooms.
Yes, we
is
do.
Is a toilet bowl square? That'd
Yes,
be
it
interesting.
is.
No, the
Not
seat.
not the seat,
that'd be awesome.
unfortunately, but everything else is very square.
Okay. All right. So you got a new bathroom.
Yes,
That's a
but
good,
it's
big
weird.
change. What?
It's weird though, because it's not like we just redid it.
Yeah.
Well, we did, but we've added stuff to it that we haven't had the last X number of years we've had this house.
Okay.
Whatever it's been.
Do people care about this?
Well, I'm getting into
Okay.
it because we've added a whole bunch of lights. Our mirrors light up now, and for the first time, I have a bathroom, a shower with a light right above it.
There's a light in there?
Yeah.
I gotta look at this thing. I do not have not got in
And
there.
I was showering last night with the light on. I'm like, I feel like I'm being abducted by aliens. It's like right above you.
I'm gonna pick you right up.
Yeah. And what better time for an alien to anally probe you when you're showering?
You're all set. They don't got to go through all the work. They don't got to get those pants down or anything. Just set them right up. Put them on the table.
That's what
Okay.
that was this long.
That's what you think of when you're in the shower.
roundabout
Getting
7
anally
minutes.
probed. Hey, it's a choice. It's a choice.
Well, that's what that was what the long 7-minute setup was for.
Gee, we took 7 minutes about our bathroom, and now to our kitchen.
That there's not there yet. But the thing is that the change, it's weird. The change of the bathroom, the anally probing aside.
Good.
It's just
That's a change.
It's weird getting used to because the layout, the floor plan of it is different somewhat overall too. So it's just this whole big thing, and not only that, I was using your the master bathroom, which has a different setup than that. So I'm going from one bathroom to something totally different. Now that that's done, I'm going to something totally different.
How hard is it to you to use a bathroom? There's a shower, there's a toilet bowl, there's a sink. No matter how they're arranged,
I get confused.
that's
sometimes.
all you have.
I get confused
You
sometimes.
pee in the sink? It's not that hard. Everything looks the same. It's just in a different spot. All right.
I know. I'm just
Okay.
saying.
Okay, so if God forbid someone changes something, you lose your shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not a fan of change either, but I know what a toilet bowl looks like. Just
I
saying.
did too, and then it became square.
All right, I'm gonna have to check this bathroom out.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
only
go in
been
there.
here for like 5 days,
Well,
but
I don't go in there much.
yeah, clearly. But yeah, so that's my roundabout way of saying change is weird.
Changes. I don't like change.
Yes.
I don't like change at all.
All right.
So this is a good thing to go into.
All
because
right,
I got
cool.
issues with changes.
Such as.
Should we? So you want me to come up?
Yeah, I was
Nothing.
kind of okay.
Not that. So if this changes.
Way to, way to kill the
I
momentum.
don't like change, but I have a cool story that could get us into this after your 8-minute bathroom story.
What did I? My whole thing was getting us into
Yeah, we're
it.
gonna re-get into it. No, because
Just like the aliens, we were getting into it.
this is a long time ago I'm driving through the city.
Yes.
This is in the 90s, and come up to a light, and there's a homeless guy there, and he's got a sign.
Okay.
This will make sense.
Okay.
And it's a one-piece sign.
Okay.
And it says, what did most people vote for in the last election? And this was after Clinton beat Bush. So I'm
Okay.
at the light, I'm looking at it. Okay. So he folds the sign down and he wrote change. I'm like, yeah, they did. They changed Reagan, Bush to Clinton. I get it. Then he folds the sign down again to a third panel.
Yeah.
And it says, can you spare some? I thought this was brilliant. He made a nice whole big thing.
Yeah.
I didn't give him any change.
Oh, come on.
I don't like change, as I said. But I thought that
So
was...
you should have gave it to him.
I don't like change, actually. I don't like any kind of change.
It's only good. Change is only good for a vending machine.
Change is a problem. It ruins movies. It ruins products. It ruins everything. Keep things the way
Are
they
we
were.
still talking about coins?
No, I'm talking about changing things. Coins were past coins. No, I don't like anything. I like things. If we could freeze me in 1985, I probably have mentioned this before. I would be happy frozen in 1985 forever.
Okay.
That was good. Because
so you want to stay preoccupied with 1985?
Yes, you could say that.
Did you know, I hate to burst your bubble. I think we talked about this before.
They redid
Did
it?
you know that song is a cover?
Yes.
And they changed some of the lyrics?
Shut up. Wait, was the other song done in? Oh, yeah, okay. That song wasn't from 1985, so it wouldn't exist.
SR 81 or whatever. I want to find the original lyrics. But yeah, they were different from the Bowling for Soup one. They changed the lyrics. So
bitches. Damn change.
I don't know. I thought I don't know.
But you know what happened in 1985? Speaking of change, you know what was a big change in 1985?
Wasn't an election.
No.
Sorry, SR 71. Go ahead.
The biggest change in 1985 was. Have you heard of New Coke? No, New Coke.
No.
New Coke was one of the worst ideas ever. Coca-Cola,
okay,
obviously the biggest soda company ever.
Yeah.
Famous Coca-Cola. It's a big thing.
I've heard of it.
Sales were a little down, and they decided...
On Coke?
On Coke. Pepsi was catching up to a little bit.
Is this around the same period they stopped putting actual cocaine in the drink?
That's what got it. That's what New Coke was.
Coca-Cola...
What are you looking for?
Stop putting cocaine in the drink.
It wasn't 1985. It was a little before that. But they, Pepsi was catching up a little bit and stuff, so they decided to get rid of Coke, and introduce a new formula called New Coke.
Okay.
There was public outrage.
Really?
People were so angry that Coke had changed its formula. We didn't know what they did. It tasted the same.
Right.
We had no idea, but we were told that they changed, and we lost our collective shit over it, and we demanded our Coke back. And I think within 3 months is my guess,
right,
they introduced Coke Classic, which went back to the original formula, as
now,
they claimed, and everything went back to normal.
That might have been their thing, though.
Well, that's what people say. Go ahead, say that.
It would be, okay, sales are down. Let's change stuff. People hate it. Get the publicity back. And then Coke Classic... prey on nostalgia, even though they probably didn't change a damn thing about Coke.
Exactly.
New Coke.
That was a conspiracy theory. But either way, it was stupid. New
Obviously.
Coke was a disaster, an absolute disaster.
Yeah, I could imagine.
I'll continue until you jump in.
Okay.
Bud Light. Now, don't worry.
Real quick.
Well, okay.
They stopped putting cocaine in Coca-Cola in 1903.
1903?
Yeah.
I thought it would have been later than that.
Yeah.
Okay. No more cocaine.
That's about...
Maybe that's what New Coke was.
86 to 90... 86 to 03.
You okay?
I'm trying to do
math.
math
Again.
20... No. 17 years.
1903. What are you trying to do?
1903 minus 86. 17 years. I got it right. It was 17 years of cocaine. Cocaine-a-cola. Anyway, Bud Light, you were saying? Yes.
Now, this is what I don't get.
All beer sucks. So.
Just a change. Yeah, I'm not a but this is what I don't get as far as change.
Okay.
And I know where you're going to go as soon as I say this. The CEO of a company like Anheuser-Busch is probably a smart man. Start your rant.
I have nothing to say. Good for him.
He's a CEO. Yeah. Whatever you think, he's probably a smart guy. Why in the world would you put this marketing person who comes in and says, let's try to alienate our core audience? They didn't want the frat boys. They didn't want the blue collar guys. They wanted a whole new, let's say, woke, whatever it was. So it's like I have 100 customers.
Yeah.
I want to get rid of 90 of them, start with the 10 that's left and try to rebuild it. When that 10... it's a minority.
Okay.
They crushed that company. You have just from a marketing angle, how could they have done? How could they think their core audience, which made it the #1 beer forever? Why would you want to get rid of them just in the business sense?
Also,
yes.
They're not, especially frat people, they're not too smart. And when people are mad about stuff and they have the brilliant idea of let me buy X to destroy, doesn't really hurt the company as much as they think. I know. If you pull up the thing, they lost a lot of money. I know you say that.
Well, they lost Kid Rock. You lose Kid Rock, you're done. Kid Rock's not on your side. What do you got? Ba with the ba.
Okay, I don't know what that means, but the problem is they still get money from those people because they're like, oh, but X company is so bad. Oh, I bought this just to go with it. Oh shit.
Well, I hope you were mad at that company because you just broke the computer.
Well, I've got some issues. No.
But this is not okay. They already bought the stuff. They plummeted. They lost.
Oh, I'm sure they did.
Billions.
I'm sure they did.
Based on a thing that if they sat in a boardroom with 20 people, someone would have got up and said, I don't think this is a good idea. If we want to make money.
Maybe they got bought out by Alcoholics Anonymous and they're trying to diminish the number of drinkers there are.
Well, that's some infiltration right there. That's a great job by AA.
Where's my tinfoil hat?
I don't think they're that powerful. Oh, here we go. But I don't think it was like a conspiracy thing. Like, let's crack. It was just on a business sense. Unless there's something more conspiracy into it. On a business sense, how do you say, okay, we got the biggest audience out there. Let's crush them and start over.
I don't know.
It's change.
I understand it's change.
It's weird.
Business
change.
Bores me.
Business stuff. Okay, I was just saying change. If I was a Bud Light guy, which I'm not, I would be upset that they changed or whatever they did. I don't know.
You know who probably should change nowadays?
Changed? Tell me.
Corona. They got an unfortunate name now.
Yeah, aren't we past that though? I think they survived that.
I did they?
They changed Corona to COVID anyway. Everybody stopped calling it Corona.
They changed the drink to COVID?
Yes, they call it COVID. It's big. People are talking about it. They'll get it. Hashtag COVID. Oh, that's us. That's our beer.
I mean, actually, that might be. I don't know if that'd be smart marketing.
I don't think you're going to drink a thing of COVID.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't think so.
Maybe not. All right. Well, you want to talk about?
I don't talk about anything. I'm here all night.
I don't think this alienated anyone but me.
What?
But I have a story about a band who changed.
A band? Van Halen?
No.
Oh.
But we'll get to you.
Because Van Halen did change.
Yes. There was this band that they're still active. There's a band called Bad Wolves that I found.
What was the name? Bad
Wolves.
Bad Wolves?
Yes.
Oh, I know about this. Go ahead. You used to listen to them.
Okay, why did you have me repeat the... Okay,
because I didn't hear you.
Okay.
I had water in my mouth.
Anyway, they put out 2 albums with one singer, and then I forget what happened. Something happened. They let him go.
They let him go?
They let the old singer go, and they brought back some new guy.
They brought back a new guy?
No, I'm sorry. They brought in a new guy. I forget. He was part of some other band, whatever. He didn't sound the same, whatever. That's not fine. That's not here nor there. Then they put out a new album with this new singer. And I'm assuming, just in my general census, singers are also the main songwriters. They do most of the lyrics. In my head, it's different for bands, obviously. But inferring that this new singer was now the new songwriter of the band.
Do you know that?
So you're not going to do any research? They put out a new album. And to this day... that album still has one of the dumbest lines that I should have had pulled up, but
pre-production.
But it had one of the dumbest lines to date I've ever heard in a metal song from a metal band that is at least trying to take themselves seriously. The line goes, this is the chorus, so it repeats several times.
Okay, go ahead.
Am I comatose? Or did I overdose? Sorry. Yeah. Am I comatose or did I overdose? Might I propose a toast? Here's to the end. Will I break the spell or just end up in hell? IDK LOL. Life's not your friend.
Okay. So you don't like that line?
In a metal band of not young people, by the way. These are like full-grown adults.
Did he put an emoji in there too?
Oh, I might have.
So you got the problem with the LOL stuff at the end. The lines aren't bad.
The lines aren't bad until you get to IDK LOL.
Well, that's it.
Am I coma? And the fucking, like, it juxtaposes. Sorry, I didn't mean to swear.
Juxtapose.
It juxtaposes. This is a song about drug use and going comatose. It's in the lyrics. Am I comatose or did I overdose? I don't know. Lol. It's so dumb.
I see that.
To date, this came out in 2021. I have not heard a dumber lyric to date.
Has the fans...
And I'm a songwriter.
Are the fans of the band Were they angry about it? Is this just your outrage?
Like I said, this probably alienated nobody except me.
So you never read anywhere like, oh, stupid line, this guy sucks. It's just, this is your war.
This is my opinion
war.
that I attribute to the change. This one line in the entire album, I attribute to the change of the lead singer.
Okay. So you like the first guy, they changed this new guy, and you don't like him because he put IDK in it. That's your... Is there anything? Okay.
It hurt. It really hurt the way I look at the band.
Okay. So you didn't like that particular change?
No.
Okay.
Not at all.
He put IDK. Okay. No, I think that's... No, I agree with you. That's stupid.
Imagine if James Hetfield got up there. What the fuck are the lyrics to Enter Sandman?
Which one? What do you need to know?
Exit light. Enter night.
LOL.
LMAFO.
Yeah, that works. That works. I like it.
It's just
okay. No, I get you.
I heard that, and it's not like, oh man, we can't come up with one verse here. Let's just throw this in.
Now, hey, wait.
People
read that line
on.
again, but say the whole thing out. Don't say the IDK. Say I don't know. Tell me how it sounds.
Okay. Am I comatose or did I overdose? I don't know. Laughing out loud. Life's not your friend.
Yeah, no. Laughing out loud doesn't work. Okay. Fair enough. I'm with you.
The lyrics sheet here has 6 crying emojis next to it.
How do you sing that?
I don't know.
It
You
should
can
be
do
a couple of poop emojis is what it should be.
You can do anything with post-production nowadays.
Wow, that's okay. I'm with you on that. On that. But a big band. Were you a Van Halen guy?
In my classic rock days, yeah.
Okay, so Roth or Hagar? Van Hagar or Van Halen?
I'm going to be honest, and this is going to destroy everything I just said. I'm bad at... I wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
Really? Yeah, you would be able to tell the difference.
I don't know the difference.
You're totally different. Hagar is a better singer, but the band was fun. It was... Van Halen was cool in the
Eddie
70s
didn't sing,
and 80s. Eddie
right?
Van Halen's
He was
obviously
just guitar.
He's a guitar player.
Okay.
I wasn't saying. David Lee Roth was a singer when they started. Great stuff. Running with the Devil.
Yeah.
What?
No, yeah.
Panama.
Yeah, okay.
Jump. They got a little 80s.
That's all
but still good.
That's like the first. That's their self-titled. I think you just named everything from self-titled so far.
Panama and Jump are from 1984.
You sure?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Duh.
Okay.
But they were a rock band. Eddie was good. And then David Lee Roth left to become a
solo artist.
Okay, we could say that.
I don't know.
Like
I know
Vegas
that
show.
I know that one song, the "Living in Paradise" song.
That's a good song.
Him. That's the only song I know.
It's a good song.
But yeah, that's.
But then they brought Hagar in, and they did very, very well with him.
At what? When did they change?
Right after 84 was their big album with Roth, and then he left after that. So probably 86 was their first album. Was it
1986, 51, 50.
Okay.
And then OU812.
Yeah. Get it? Say it again.
OU81. I don't get it.
OU812.
8 what? What did I eat?
So anyway, every song that Hagar did was about love. Look at their songs. Everything's a level of their hits. Everything had some kind of love thing in it. That wasn't what David Lee Roth was about. They were fun. They were wild. They were party band.
All right. The only reason I don't have an opinion on Roth versus Hagar is the only song I know from the Hagar era is Why Can't This Be Love?
Exactly. Why can't this be love?
I've not explored anything after 84.
Right now.
Nope.
Okay. Well, anyway, the change. This show's about change, right?
Yeah.
The change was bad. The change was bad for me.
Okay.
Obviously, they did very well with Hagar, but then they changed again, got rid of Hagar, and brought in. Yeah, they brought in Gary Sharon.
At what point?
Warren. That was I'm going to say 90s.
All right. Well,
and that he did one album was a disaster.
All right.
And then Roth came back, and Hagar came back, and destroyed the band. Destroyed them.
Yeah, they haven't put anything out since 98.
Well, Eddie Van Halen is dead, so don't expect anything new.
Yeah.
He's probably not going to do it.
Actually, that doesn't mean anything.
Well, true. He's probably got a ton of shit
I've seen a lot of people release albums long after they've passed. I think David Bowie's still putting stuff out.
Bowie's still putting Oddly enough, Bowie had the song Changes.
Yes. I was going to name that episode this.
Changes?
Yeah, but like an extraordinary amount of C's.
Changes. Well, so I guess that's our music. But stuff like that, again, 1985 is where I want things to stop.
Yes.
David Lee Roth was still there. Things were good with Van Halen.
Yeah.
And then they changed it.
Like
And the
I
world
said,
got shitty.
I have not explored anything after 84. I know self-titled, Diver Down, a little bit of Diver Down, and a little bit of 84.
Okay.
That's the name of the album is 84, right? I'm not just switching between album
the name
names
of the
and
album
years.
is 1984.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. It'd be weird if I was switching between album names and years.
Yeah, same. It came out in 1984,
Yeah.
so don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm good there. But I don't know enough about that to form an opinion, but I between Why Can't This Be Love and everything else I've heard.
Yeah, it got a little softer and stuff to me, at least. It wasn't a fun band, but okay. So we did. Me and you have different. Well, the television world has changed since I watched it, and you now watch it.
Yeah,
so
it's like not a thing really. It's all streaming now. But
exactly,
yes.
That's my thing.
Oh, okay.
You watch a show, you watch all 10 episodes.
Yes.
You know that we've gone through
Yes.
this. But my thing was, and this will go back a few years. Tell me if you had a problem with this. When The Walking Dead had that big cliffhanger when Negan bashed somebody over the head with a bat, and you didn't know who it was.
Yes.
It was the season finale.
Yes.
And you had to wait for the thing.
Yes.
People lost their minds.
I don't know who that is yet. So
Who? Negan?
Negan and who he bashed in. I'm still on episode 2.
They didn't tell you.
I'm still on episode 2.
You'll get there.
I don't know if I will. I think it's off.
there's
Is it off Netflix?
There's like 11 Walking Dead series, by the way. Walking Dead is a perfect example of changes and how they go wrong. Well, anyway, people lost their shit because they didn't know. They got mad at the show for not showing who he hit.
Do you remember what year this was?
With the Negan thing?
Yeah.
What year are we in now?
2023.
2018?
Okay. I don't know why I ask, but like, I don't know like when
I lost track of years.
streaming and the whole binging thing took off.
I
It
don't
was
know
before
either.
or after
I don't know,
that.
but that's a problem. That's part of the change problem.
Yeah.
But people lost their minds because the streaming world had started, and people watch all the shows at once, and everything's done. They couldn't understand the cliffhanger that you had to wait several months till the season started again. In the early 80s, again, I will go back to the 80s. There was a show called Dallas. And they had a cliffhanger. The big star of the show, the main character was JR, and he was like the bad guy and stuff. And they ended the season with him getting shot by someone in the dark. You couldn't see who. The entire summer, who shot JR everybody was talking about it. It was on magazines. It was a punchline. Who shot JR for 3 months? It was the biggest thing in the world. And when they found out when the season premiered, it was a whole big thing. People waited 3 months for this. Now they get angry because there's no cliffhanger. Oh, here we go. You got something, but I just don't understand. That's storytelling.
No, I get.
That's storytelling.
I understand. You're sounding a lot like Annie Wilkes right now.
Who?
Annie Wilkes, the
Was
woman
that
from Misery.
somebody? What?
The woman from Misery.
What? What is that like? Kathy Bates.
Because there was a whole thing. There's a whole monologue from her in the movie about like cliffhangers and stuff.
Really?
And, yeah.
Maybe I got
her whole wasn't the whole plot of the book is she kidnapped him because the guy who looked like Bruce Willis. For the longest time, I thought Bruce Willis was in Misery.
James Caan?
Yeah.
Oh my God, dude.
It's not. I thought so.
No, it's not.
Thank you.
James Caan's not Bruce Willis.
Thank you. No, the whole thing of Misery was.
I thought he got into an accident near her, and she took him in, but she was his favorite thing, and then she read the book and realized she killed off the character.
Yeah.
While he was there. Yeah. She didn't kidnap him because of that. I'm not kidnapping the head of Walking Dead, even though I should because they fucking blew that series up.
All right, let's calm down on the crime. We talked about killing Derek Jeter last episode.
We did. We need that money. Need that ball money.
But
the thing is that the change in the thing, how it
Wilkes.
was a cultural event when JR, and then it became anger because we didn't get our immediate satisfaction.
Yes,
that's the problem
it's
with
awful.
you guys.
It's horrible.
What's horrible? Yeah. Oh wait,
binging.
you're on my side on
Yes.
this? Oh, that's not fun.
Yes, it's like it's an interesting feeling to be like, oh my God, what the hell just happened at the end of that episode? I need to know what happened, and it's right there.
Yeah,
it's
There's
nice.
no cliffhanger.
It's nice, but it sucks.
It does. You guys don't understand.
Instant gratification sucks. I will go back to, because I'm sure I mentioned it before, the season 3 of Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
I watched that in a day.
Mm-hmm.
I woke up, I went to my job as a secretary in the gym.
Oh, you worked at the gym.
Went to my second job that day, was done with work at 12. When
You had 2 jobs and you were done with work by 12?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah. Went to Target on my way home, picked up a bag of M&Ms and maybe a drink, and locked myself in a dark room for the rest of the night. Believe it was July 4th as well.
Way to celebrate America. M&M's, a dark room, and TV.
I mean, that sounds pretty
Should've
American
shut off
to
a
me.
few guns and you would have been fine. What? Okay, go ahead.
What?
Go ahead. No, finish. Then you watch the whole. How many episodes?
Let's find out. I'm on Netflix already.
But so that's the thing. Now you've watched it in one day.
Yes.
These shows don't come back now for over a year.
Okay. Well, here I'm going to get into that because I'm going to count this as change, and I hate it. Season 3, 8 episodes, 50 minutes each, except the last one, which is 78.
Mm-hmm.
Season 4, which just came out last year, 9 episodes. All over 50 minutes.
Okay.
The first episode itself, 78 minutes.
Okay.
77, 64, 79, 76,
Okay.
75.
That's a chunk of good. Yeah.
Episode 7, 100 minutes.
I got a movie there.
Episode 8, 87.
Uh-huh.
Episode 9,
The finale.
142 minutes.
That's a really? The 2.5 hour show?
Not show, 2.5 hour episode of the show.
Yeah. Wow, I didn't know
On
that.
top of the already hour and 20 minute long.
You're not getting 9 episodes. You're getting like 15, 16 episodes with those times.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And people watch that. I
That's a
like
big
Stranger
deal.
Things.
You know, I don't have a problem with that. They're giving you a lot there.
Yeah. People probably still watch it in a day, despite it being not physically possible.
Well, that's the problem. But now the thing is, that show's done. These shows don't come back for
it's
over an hour.
coming back soon.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
But in a year, over a year, now that'd be good. Let's make this show. Let's get it out.
Well,
but they don't come
with
back.
the rise of AI, that's
Might be.
impossible.
Might be out right now.
No.
But we waited 3 months and we lost them.
Yeah.
You people got to wait a year and a half. How's it fun? Who cares about the series after a year and a half? Who cares?
That's the problem.
What?
And this is my thing with series and stuff. Like, I like getting into this stuff, but I'm busy watching YouTube and stuff. I don't have time to watch actual shows.
It is
the biggest thing in the media. Nobody cares about it after 3 months until the next one comes out. Rinse and repeat.
That's
my problem.
Friday night, Miami Vice is on.
Yes.
I'm excited.
Yes.
And then, this week's a rerun. I'm not happy. But we lived with it. We
Yes.
didn't have a problem. And we waited till the next week. It was
My
something
only
to look
problem
forward
is-
to. I couldn't watch Miami Vice in a day and then, I got to wait for the next season. No, you guys are growing up wrong.
I hate the binging. I try not to do it, but my problem with that is if it's not airing at a specific time, if I'm not setting aside, all right, Tuesdays 7 to 8 is The Flash.
Yeah.
No matter what, I'm watching it at that time.
Yes.
Netflix doesn't have that. Streaming doesn't have
No,
that.
that's the problem.
So my problem is if I don't binge it, and if it's not at a rigidly scheduled time,
You're gonna lose
I
it.
will forget about it. I tried watching
That's the
Lock
problem.
and Key about Lock and Key
Okay.
3 weeks ago. I'm on episode 2.
Oh, you're not a binger.
I'm not a binger,
this
and
is-
I just kind of forget about.
This is why the
Things.
industry sucks. This is why they're on strike. This is why no one
Yes.
cares that they're on strike. This is the problem. This is the problem. They've ruined it. They've ruined the enjoyment.
I'm aware.
You've ruined everything. Your generation sucks.
Thank you. I'm with you.
Okay, movies. I don't know if this is a change thing, but when they change the reboots, the remakes, or a sequel without the original people, I cannot stand a sequel without the original people. The worst. Is this making noise for you? Is this a problem? The worst sequel of all time. We should do a show on worst sequels of all time.
Okay.
Caddyshack 2.
Okay.
Caddyshack was a brilliant, one of the great comedies of all time.
So now does that count as a change? Not a change, a remake?
No, it was a sequel.
Yeah.
It was a sequel, but Bill Murray wasn't in it. Ted Knight was not in it. Rodney Dangerfield was not in it. It wasn't written by the same people.
Well, that was Airplane 2 as well, right?
Airplane 2. Airplane 2. Yeah. I'll talk about that in a second.
Well,
but
let's save it for the sequel show.
we should.
Yeah.
We should do a sequel show.
All right.
We want to do that right now?
Yeah.
Switch gears.
Let's change it.
But not only did they didn't get those guys back, but they replaced them and had the guy
replace their characters.
different name characters, but they were trying to do the same thing. Like the guy who Jackie Mason was an old Jewish comedian, replaced Rodney Dangerfield and tried to do Rodney's part, and he wasn't Rodney. They had Dan Aykroyd, who is a legend. Dan Aykroyd, Blues Brothers, Saturday Night Live, a legend.
Crystal Skull Vodka.
What?
Crystal Skull Vodka?
Yes. Oh, wow. Interesting. Sad that's what you're known for. But the man is a comedy legend. And he replaced...
And a master distiller.
Drunk. but allegedly. But he replaced Bill Murray. Who they were on Saturday Night Live together and stuff.
Was this before Ghostbusters?
This is Caddyshack 2 was after Ghostbusters.
Okay.
But... he plays the same. Bill Murray's part was hysterical in it. You got to see it. He's great.
I loved him in Garfield.
Garfield was terrific. There's a funny story about that too.
Oh, God.
But he doesn't. Dan Aykroyd basically does an imitation of what Bill Murray did. Dan Aykroyd is too much of a legend to be imitating another guy like that. You got to see it. It's sad.
I got to see the first one.
So the movie's hard. It might be the worst sequel ever.
Really?
Because of stuff like that. Because they just change. If you're not getting the main characters, you don't do it. Speed 2.
But
I'm looking at you.
I didn't even know about half of these.
What?
I didn't know half of these existed.
Speed 2 exists.
I did not know it was a thing.
Grease 2 exists. No Olivia Newton-John.
John Travolta?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
What about Knives Out 2?
Who?
Knives Out 2? That was the...
They kept the... Well, it was kind of Daniel Craig's story. Yeah,
okay.
But Don Johnson should have been in it.
Yeah.
And everything. But that's my thing. If you're going to do it, the Ghostbusters. Oh, Ghostbusters.
2?
A bunch of them.
Well, stop taking out all the sequel bait.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'll just talk about the female one then. There wasn't a problem that they were
okay.
Yeah.
Not the
I'll do that
female.
one. We'll do the sequel.
Not
We'll
the
save a sequel
female
show.
in Ghostbusters.
No. The woman version of it.
Yes,
That's not a problem that
2016.
it's all women, blah, 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 whatever. Again, the problem was this was a beloved movie.
Yes.
It was a great movie that's still funny today.
Yes.
It was a classic. And you're just going to take the same thing and just put women in there. And now it wasn't fair to them. They were up against it from the start.
Honestly, that is a good point.
Yeah, you're dealing with it. It wasn't like, we don't want women in this role.
What the hell was it? It was just called Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah. There was no reason.
I can't find it on IMDb.
2016.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Yeah, there was no reason to do. You took Ghostbusters. People love Ghostbusters. That was a great movie. Now you're just calling something Ghostbusters again. And
the problem is it's not the women thing.
It was unfair to them.
The problem is it is a same movie. It is they're not their own character. My problem with it, and I just looking at the screenshots reminded me of it.
I
didn't see it
pitch
either.
meeting for it.
But the screenshots of it reminded me that it's not like, okay, let's redo Ghostbusters and tell a different story and put women in the role. It's let's tell the exact same story of Ghostbusters with the exact same characters, except the same characters are just played by women.
Yeah.
You have the smart one, the Bill Murray one, the black one, and Dan Aykroyd. My point is there was nothing distinguishing them from just being gender bent Ghostbusters.
If they did that with 4 guys just playing Ghostbusters, it would have been the same problem. You can't do that. You can't take a classic like that and just say, hey, we're going to do it. They've done it with Psycho. They just did a whole remake of Psycho. Why? Vince Vaughn. Vince Vaughn plays the main guy in Psycho. Yeah,
Alfred Hitchcock's Psycho. They did a remake of that?
A shot-for-shot remake of it.
Why?
Shot for, they didn't change a thing. It's the same exact movie.
BS. I am sure they used better cameras, better lighting, everything
shot for shot. It's the same shots. I don't know if they obviously use a different camera, but it's the same exact.
I can't imagine it would be any good though.
No, it's terrible.
Yeah.
The first one's a classic horror movie. Vince Vaughn. I like Vince Vaughn, but no, he's not the psycho in it.
Color or black and white?
I think they did in color, which kills it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't do that. There's no reason. There was no reason to do Psycho again. No reason.
One change I will accept though is Ezra Miller as the Flash. Get him out of there.
Don't worry. I think that's going to happen.
James Gunn is taking over or whatever.
Well, yeah. Well, that's the thing that everything.
Also, actually, apparently, James Gunn, DC is no longer based in U.S. I heard they're taking it to the UK.
Really?
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of that.
I mean, I don't blame them.
All right, we'll see what happens.
So, yeah, there's your little change for you.
I don't like change.
DC is British now. Speaking of British, actually.
Oh, go ahead. Perfect.
Unintentionally eating another change, because going back to TV. Sorry about that.
No, that's fine.
I almost stopped watching Doctor Who, and then did stop watching Doctor Who because of change.
Well, they've been changing the Doctor for 50 years.
I didn't know that going into it. Because when I first started, I didn't see the 60 plus years of prequels.
You had no idea of the history of it, though?
I only knew of the show, and it seemed kind of interesting. So it was on Netflix. I'm like, cool.
All right.
Season 1. At the end of season 1, they got rid of Christopher Eccleston, who played Dr. Nine. I believe I mentioned this before.
Doctor Who?
Yes.
I didn't even realize that. Say that again. With Doctor what?
The Ninth Doctor.
They called him Doctor 9?
The Ninth Doctor.
But on the show, did they refer to him?
Not really.
Oh, okay.
Unless there were I don't remember.
I don't know.
Anyway, they got rid of the Ninth Doctor at the end of the first season. I'm like, damn, I liked him.
Okay.
And then they got rid of his companion at the end of the second season. So now there was season 1, 9th Doctor, Rose Tyler. Season 2, 10th Doctor, Rose Tyler. Season 3, 10th Doctor, Martha Jones. And at the end of season 2, I'm like, well, there's no reason to watch this show anymore. They got rid of the two best people who played those roles, not having any experience with anyone else.
But still, you get into something, you like something, they change it.
Right.
There's no reason for that.
But my logic was, they got rid of my favorite portrayal of these characters. They got rid of my favorite portrayal of the Doctor and his companion.
Yeah.
Having no experience with any future doctors or companions. I basically said they got rid of my favorite by default. I'm done here.
So what are you saying?
Change is good.
So you're happy? That's what we resolved this. I kind of like change. I was wrong.
No, but
I've seen the error of my ways. More change. I demand more change.
I didn't expect anything funny to come from that. I'm just that was another change. They changed it. I was going to stop watching, but I powered through.
Oh, okay. So
and then I missed a week, and I'm several seasons behind.
Yeah, you have you seem to do that a lot.
Yeah. No, we talked about that when we did our top 5 TV shows. My top 5 TV shows were all TV shows I hadn't finished.
Things take off without you. You're just left behind.
I got things to do. I got YouTube to watch.
I haven't watched anything in a while. Oh, you know what I did watch? This is not changed, but I want to go on a quick rant on this.
Okay.
I don't know if anybody cares. Well, Winning Time was a show about the 1980s Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay.
Right? I'll help you out here. The Lakers in the 80s had Magic Johnson. They won 5 championships, right?
Right.
Magic Johnson's big rival was Larry Bird, who was on the Celtics. And they played a lot.
That's Larry King.
Yeah, Larry Bird. He was in Space Jam. Okay? Larry Bird was golfing at the beginning of Space Jam.
Was he one of the Looney Tunes?
No. That was Tweety Bird. The big difference.
I think Larry Bird was the only white guy in that movie.
He was a guy Bill Murray calls transparent. He's not white. He's transparent or something like that. Anyway, so it was the show, and I was like, oh, this is cool. I remember watching the games back then. This will be a cool background story of the thing.
Was this a documentary or the actual thing?
No, it was actors and stuff.
Oh,
so they had the first season, 10 episodes. It was great. So the Lakers win the first year. Now, the story that they were going to tell is that the Lakers versus Celtics, they played 3 different times in the championship. The Celtics won the first time, but then the Lakers came back and beat them twice. That's the story here. Winning Time. It's about the Lakers. The Lakers are supposed to be the good guys here. So I'm watching it the other day. What?
Okay. No, keep going.
So I'm watching it the other day, and I'm watching the 7th episode of season 2.
Okay.
And the show ends when the Celtics beat them the first time. And then after that, they do a 2-minute montage that says, and then the Lakers went on to beat them twice, and this happened to Magic Johnson, and this happened. The show ended. The show ended. They ended the show with the show was supposed to be the Celtics beating the Lakers coming back and beating the Celtics. The whole thing is to see the Lakers come back, beat them, and the Lakers have this great run.
That's the whole premise of the show.
The whole premise is based on a book that talks about the 80s. We're going through the whole 80s. It ended in 85. We have 5 years left to tell the rest of the story. And it got canceled. HBO canceled it. So we saw, if this was a movie, Fucking Thanos wins. Thanos wins.
They start playing Bubba O'Reilly.
That's
The
it.
Lakers won
That's
sometime
what they
later.
did. I'm sitting. I didn't realize it was the last episode of the season.
Right.
I didn't realize the last. And I'm like, they're going through the whole story. There's not going to be another episode. They canceled the show before they got to finish their story.
Okay, I'm going to be honest. I forgot you were going on a rant that didn't have anything to do with change.
Well, I'm sure I could fit
And
change
so
in there
I'm
somehow.
like, did they reboot it so the Celtics won?
They did, I think. They changed the story.
I'm like,
They
you can't
changed the-
change history.
They changed history. No, they did the big ending. Winning time. They lost. The name of the show is Winning Time. They lost. That's how it ended.
Oh, my favorite is, that movie Dodgeball, a true underdog
Yeah,
story, where
what-
the Vipers, however the hell they were called, beat the underdog,
Before
beat
Chuck
the
Norris
average
comes
Joes,
out, it's over.
and
They
then
forfeit. That's where it ends. That's how that ends. Jaws. He eats Quint and the movie ends. That's how it ends. That's what this was. Name any movie right before you got to the end of the part. I was so angry. And I texted my brother. I said he was 3 episodes behind. I had to wait for him to watch it so he could rant
don't
about
bother.
it. I was telling him, I'm not going to say it. Son of a bitch. How do you do that? Fucking Hans Gruber won. He won. Walked away with Holly at the end. Bruce Willis standing there like an idiot. What do I do? And then they write at the end, Bruce Willis, John McClane threw him out of the building. That's how the movie ended. That would be great. That's how you do end the movie. Bad guys on top, and then you just write what happened to him.
We ran out of budget.
Darth Vader was Luke Skywalker, and he came to help. That would have been great. Oh, what a pain in the ass it was. I'm so angry. What is it? What were we talking about?
Obi-Wan never told you the truth about your father. He told me you killed him. Darth Vader reveals to Luke Skywalker that he is, in fact, the father.
Luke goes on. They blow up the Death Star again.
Luke says no.
That would be it. That's exactly what it would be. Unbelievable. How do you do that?
The Ducks ended the episode with their usual spiel with their socials. The Ducks went on to produce 1 million more episodes of the podcast. Then one day the Ducks were approached by the President of the United States who told them the Earth was in grave danger and that they were the only two who could save the USA and the other countries if they felt up to it. Kyle and Joe traveled to Mars where they had to return the peace cruiser that they stole from the local hibachi restaurant and stop the implosion of Mars, which would have created a supermassive black hole that would have wiped out all of humanity. But really only humanity. All the dogs on Earth would be okay. And the cats too, if you're into that. The Ducks received medals of honor from President Kerry Strug at the White House. However, since the White House had changed addresses to one that was 2 blocks away, the Ducks rejected the medals and returned to the duck pond to continue the show.
TV sucks.